Play-in tournament. Right now, here's Draymond Green, the lob.
Out of the gate, Jimmy Butler setting and
Splash Brothers for the first 2 times as again. Misses again, but
in the middle, and we see there the
ends on heel. And Irving, Curry, in and out, and then down.
Draymond didn't want to muddle that up, got out of the way.
2016 year, it feels to play offense with Butler. Late, couldn't get it. Butler with 25 contests with the Heat.
For years, the ability to get off the ground.
Irving gets downhill and gets Thompson off the bounce for 3. And the Warriors in the last meeting. Curry catching Spurt. Christie will let it fly.
That conversation with Steph, he said, this is
tonight. It's belief in what you can do. And Prosper throws it down court in the opening quarter. Edwards been out with an Achilles injury. DJ for weeks at least. Anthony Davis is expected to miss it for Thompson. Fires a 3. Green may have gotten away. So on his first one, but not going to use it there. Celebrity game. And then you got the cat Marshall into the game, but they don't. Prosper spinning on Looney. Goes
all that Looney couldn't keep up with him.
3s or more in 3s. Here's Irving.
Reflected. They're reading that.
Start as a Maverick. Legs, we know obviously what.
Believe me, because he was still over the next few years, it developed into a very consistent shooter.
And the push shot from, they love their Mavericks, but
crowd very much into it, supporting them. That is not his strength.
Oh. Moody will try it.
Recent memory, and there are more.
A floater by Dinwiddie, and Shamsharania said missed it. Looney there with the stick.
Curry, and this is what the Warriors haven't had.
May have dragged that. Butler been to 6 all. Butler with 1, long 2 on the way.
Level, his willingness to run,
the lack of playing time of late quarter. Marshall. Moody challenge. Pull-up jumper from Marshall. Dallas shooting 65%. Moody catch and shoot. Foul.
One with a flat set.
2%.
I don't know which it is.
He finds people on the perimeter.
his effectiveness.
I've been trying to.
Luka Doncic hadn't played since Christmas, but still those last year before.
Days trying to wrap their head around it. It's really that this league has seen not become available in this league.
A chance here for Butler. You and I were there Monday. That's going to play out. Him and
NBA playing on the same team. Feeling good physically. He's in rhythm.
Obviously Curry, and he's number.
He's just giving them something they desperately now. Butler.
A 5-on-4, and Green, and then Williams wide open. Drills the minutes this year. Has a ton of minutes played, and getting Williams over the outstretched arm, and another turnover by Golden State. Another giveaway.
Though, guys, all ththese fans saw the cheering here. These people are still
changed. Doncic isn't here. The game that everybody has circled here in Dallas. Mavs fans, multiple chances.
Tell you, for some fans, I don't know that it would matter. Just a short-term reaction to see how each teams are done. You'll be looking back on this trade.
9. Payton, the cutter.
Well, Gary Payton saw a seam and took advantage of it.
That's at least 5 by the Warriors. Over the head pass to a corner beat. Curry, reverse layup.
Now he's re-energized.
And the previous 4. Oh, nice booty, but he had enough time to collect and
all season.
It's a shot clock violation on Max. Green cutting and laying it home. To Podziemski, goes up and gets the roll. Because of the, and that one hit the side of the backboard.
Podziemski and just get a little chip on.
Most of the scoring as Irving is fouled.
In the 2 games since he came to Golden State.
You have 6 attempts. Curry, saves. Curry again. That for the Warriors. Seconds left. Gets to the cup and block violation. Irving putting it on the deck. And
players, so if you could put your head down and get an angle.
Second foul on Butler. Thought it was interesting. Bounces it down low. When cooler heads are Moody driving, hangs, and
nicely and got vertical.
High. Irving up top 3. Tomorrow the Warriors will be in Houston. Apartment. Moody wide open corner shot.
To get something good out of it, and he sold it.
Bodies hit the floor. Irving. No ball batted around. Moody cleans it to Thompson. Catch and shoot. Good. Without Anthony Davis in this.
In the post, everybody expects.
19 points, puts it up, and with it just about every year as he dribbles.
He's going to pull another one. The trifecta.
Irving, Butler. Up.
When you finally get it.
Waited for it. Buddy Hield, Christie over Curry at the strike. Pajemski missed the 7. They're up 13. Also has 6 points. Wild sends it off for Payton. That's 2.
Contributing for the three-point line in this one.
Lobs for Payton. Action by Dallas. Euro step Pajemski.
The Mavs organization is going to have to live. You wouldn't have known exactly what the time
Better. Are they?
Does on a nightly basis with 2.
Curry for 3 in and out to take the shot. That allowed Irving to get back to. It's fouled by Marshall. Fans, first time in 25 years. Looney at the high post takes the shot.
That Kyrie Irving.
Part of the skills challenge of the All-Star game. Good look, Marshall. Of the third, going to Butler. That one no good. Pajemski there. Thompson turns and fires. Pajemski on the step back. The
great hesitation at the three-point line.
The second time, no. 38 for Dallas, but a lot of those after Edwards picked up.
Third quarter barrage that Kyrie hit.
Drive, and hopefully he misses a couple more shots.
She's got 30. Butler gets deep
as well.
And the Four Nations face-off continue to get to the foul line. That's something Steve
to rest defensively for guys like
down, try to shovel it to away by Thompson, and you got to think Williams with a step through.
Need his shooting because he is one of the pressure off of the other side of the field. So critical for this team.
They're going to say a kick is Steve Kerr as Curry missed.
And that's why they had to huddle up. So it's not because of the kickball or an 8-second by.
Ball was kicked.
Yes. Before has 12 points off the bench.
Away from Kyrie Irving after he.
Another missed layup. Butler with the wide open, lets it fly. And it's
causing rotation.
Extra.
These switches the way that they just did.
It's Thompson, long 3. Ultimately play out.
So respect for that end of the floor.
Hangs, can't fit Butler as he gets inside.
Some early mid-range shots where he can extend his guys. Basically
7 points here in the quarter, and on the step back hits another one. What a pass by Curry, an all-time great shooter. Again, when you look at it, known as a guy with a great handle, but
off the dribble, tremendous finisher. We've talked just 7 for 25 on 3.
Christie stumbles
to the line, but it starts here for Golden State.
Irving with a gorgeous step through, but Christie contact. Butler loses it. Prosper penetrating baseline. Count up
the floor toward Curry's. That means properly sliding the entire time.
Middle of the floor. And to Houston. Warriors in San Francisco. Curry for
right back to Steph Curry.
Sixon. Rhythm dribble. Base crosses over Christie.
That way.
Pajemski gets loose. All the run. Christie fouled by Santos.
Off of a screen. Leaves that slip.
Pull-up jumper. Got it. Gets through 2 defenders and draws the foul.
Dallas got themselves a player in Max Up in this critical situation in this
5 of the Mavs. Curry make team for Butler. Dallas. Here's Edwards.
They'll live with Edwards shooting the basketball. Curry used to just run
trading. Falling away. Canton by Golden State on the switch. Face up. And the pull-up. It's spinning. Driving. Missed it. Turn and fire. Clay. Did look like that. That rule, they changed it. It's the 4th foul and move.
It is called a rip through, as a rip through, and that's always a continuation. Oh, it's a fine line between.
Pajemski fires. Missed for Irving. He'll try it. And hit it. Green finds Butler. Blinds. Missed it. Put back Butler. Moody corner 3. Killing Irving. He got 2 defenders. Wide open. In and out. Back and fouled at midcourt. 2 blocks. Steph Curry is their 3rd straight win for the first time
in the 4th quarter.
Jason Kidd uses his last timeout. Out of timeouts. Marshall penetrates into the lane, goes up and difference in the game, and the shot clock drives into the chest of Irving. Deal. There's still 17 points. Now Brandon Williams, they foul Christie.
Still, he hasn't been in that situation at this point.
He hits the Golden State out of timeouts. No ability to trade along with Anthony Davis, and he cover. The Mavs are going to win it. It looked for a moment as Dallas. You've got 2 teams trying to get out of the play-in tournament. Right now, deck 2 to avoid the play-in tournament. The deck
of these Dallas Mavericks perimeter players. So if you could put your head down and get an angle, lifted hands, was able to get it to go.
Second foul on Butler. Thought it was interesting, but his team up 4. Former team kicks it out to Christie. Bounces it down low.
I couldn't believe that they couldn't see that.
When cooler heads are Moody driving, hangs, and
hanging in the air. Kyrie Irving got over there nicely and got vertical.
A season average, rather, which is a career high. Irving up top three. Start break. Mavs are home to Miami tomorrow. The Warriors will be in Houston for 8 in the West in that department. Moody, wide open corner shot.
Going to get me on an island like that, and I'm not going to get something good out of it. And he sold it.
Prosper. Bodies hit the floor down as he dislodged Irving. Puts it on the deck, goes to the left, flips it up. No, ball batted around Moody. Cleans him. Christie on the other end. To Thompson. Catch and shoot. Good. The Mavs are without Anthony Davis in this.
Such a smart play by Draymond. Gets it in the post. Everybody expects.
Irving, a game-high 19 points, puts it up, and Kyrie's one of them, and he's flirting with it just about every year as he
No doubt in his mind coming off that handoff that he's going to pull another one. The trifecta.
He's in 41 seconds for Kyrie Irving. Butler up and missed that time.
When you finally get it.
Irving drives and kicks. Marshall waited for it. Buddy Hield balled in the Rising Stars game. Christie over Curry as he wants to pull up for three, so he met him out there at the strike. Pajemski missed guys that are out, yet they've scored 77. They're up 13. Distributor with 6 assists. He also has 6 points. Wild Curry on the other end. Hands it off for Payton. That's 2.
Had his bit cut a little bit, contributing for the three-point line in this one.
Looney lobs for Payton.
And down their defense.
Empty possession by Dallas. Euro step Pajemski.
Thing that certainly the Mavs organization is going to have to live with. Exploring options around the league. You wouldn't have known exactly what the top.
Is this Mavs team better? Are they
together? You look at the East and what Cleveland does on a nightly basis with 2. It's hard for me to take that leap.
Curry for 3 in and out. For Moody, electing not to take the shot that allowed Irving to get back to the game. And Curry, it's fouled by Marshall. They'll do it in front of the hometown fans. First time in 25 years. Looney at the high post takes the shot.
Golden State, they've weathered the storm that Kyrie Irving.
Last 14 games, he'll take part in the skills challenge of the All-Star game. Skip to the corner. Good look, Marshall. Now here in the final minute of the third. Going to Butler. Toast. Moody again. That one no good. Pajemski there. He's decimated by injuries. Thompson turns and fires. Pajemski on the step back. The
defense by Moody because Williams hit him with a great hesitation at the three-point line.
The stick back, no. Looney the second time, no. Paint points, 38 for Dallas, but a lot of Looney at the line. After Edwards picked up.
Is going to be feeling okay because that third quarter barrage that Kyrie hit.
You got to keep him off the three-point line and make him drive, and hopefully he misses a couple more shots.
Off to a good start with that scoop and finish. He's got 30. Butler gets deep.
At the rim, and he could do it with either hand as well.
And Jim with the Warriors. The Four Nations face-off continues. We talked about Butler's ability to get to the foul line. That's something Steve.
It also gives more opportunity to rest defensively for guys like
Green in the short corner, back it down, try to shovel it to Green's lob, knocked away by Thompson, and you got to think that's what Buddy Hield is there for. Williams with a step through.
To this team, to get back to your point, they just need his shooting because he is one of the league. It just, again, takes the pressure off of the other side of the when he's getting to the line. So Buddy Hield, so critical for this team.
Carrera as Williams pokes it away. They're going to say a kick because we were confused as well as Steve Kerr as Curry missed.
That there was an inadvertent whistle, and that's why they had to huddle up. So at the ball, but it was because of an inadvertent whistle, not because of the kickball or an 8-second by
now 11.
Still doesn't explain the fact that the ball was kicked.
Yes.
Before confusion.
And Brandon Williams has 12 points off the bench.
Ripping that ball away from Kyrie Irving after he
driving. Another missed layup. Butler with the Curry. Irving wide open, lets it fly, and it's
off the dribble into the lane and causing rotation.
Extra
dribble. Golden State's got to execute these switches the way that they just did.
Irving finds Thompson, long three. Dynamic. How do you think that will ultimately play out?
The patient, and I think there's going to be a lot of mutual respect for that end of the floor.
Christie with the blow by, hangs, Can't fit. A lot of people, when the trade was made for Butler, as he gets inside.
More comfortable if he makes some early mid-range shots where he can extend his up the floor. If you don't have guys basically
Looking for from Miami. He's got 7 points here in the quarter. And the Irving on the step back. Hits another one.
Buddy Hield rather played that well.
What a pass by Curry. Variety for the handle, but an all-time great shooter. Again, when you look at the 90 guy, known as a great passer, known as a guy with a great handle. But
Like that, he's great. The mid-range off the dribble, tremendous finisher. We've talked as of late, just 7 for 25 on threes.
throws up to 19 points now. Christie stumbles.
Now getting to the basket and getting to the line, but it starts here for Golden State.
Catch. Curry right there. Irving with a gorgeous step through, but he midway through the fourth quarter. Christie contact. Christie in his first start as a Mav. Butler loses it. Rusher DeMarcus Ware. Prosper. Green penetrating baseline. Count the.
Was a little bit up the floor toward Curry's. That means and get there and position yourself properly, sliding the entire time.
Jemski, Green, pushing tempo, middle of the floor, and game before the All-Star break. Golden State heads to Houston. Warriors. It's a week from Sunday on ABC in San Francisco. Curry for
His head for a split second, and it comes right back to Steph Curry.
Sick. Marshall with the skip. Thompson, rhythm dribble. Came down. Curry trying to get some airspace. Crosses over Christie.
Knows it's going in, and it doesn't end up that way.
Jemski gets loose. All the 8-0 run. Christie fouled by Santos.
Defenders jumping out toward him off of a screen, leaves that slip.
Defending Irving off the ball. Christie, pull-up jumper. Got it. Curry with the blow-by gets through 2 defenders and draws the foul.
The long-term effects of that, but Dallas got themselves a player in Max Guard on the perimeter. He rose up in this critical situation in this.
Over 15 points, and all 5 of the Mavs. Curry make 19 for Curry, 19 for Butler. And many others out for Dallas. Here's Edwards.
Kyrie to force it out of his hands. They'll live with Edwards shooting the basketball. And I'm going to see here if Golden State continues to just run action.
Irving penetrating, falling away. Can't
Baseline.
13-2 run by Golden State on the switch. Up to Butler on the face-up and the pull-up. Is the bounce. Pulls it back out. Spinning, driving, missed it. Turn and fire, Clay. Like that he went straight up, but it did look like that rule not in the act of shooting. But they changed it. It's the 4th foul and move.
Many times, and more often than not, it is called a rip through. Very similar action to that all year as a rip through, and that's such a fine line. You know, that was just always a continuation. Sometimes it is very difficult to tell. It's a fine line between
Play. Clock at 10. Curry penetrates. Pajemski fires. Missed on a shoot the 3. Hands it off for Irving. He'll try it. And hit it.
Kyrie Irving's touches.
Green finds Butler. Block. Numbers for the Warriors. Moody hangs. Missed it. Put back Butler. Leaves it for Pajemski. Kick out. Moody corner 3. Kick. Shadowing Irving. He got 2 defenders. Quickly doubled. Christie wide open. In and out. Long. Curry goes behind the back and fouled at midcourt.
State ball.
He's got 3 steals, 2 blocks. Steph Curry years and trying to give the Warriors their 3rd straight win for the first time.
But has he ever gotten it done in the 4th quarter?
Timeout by Dallas. So Jason Kidd uses his last timeout. Kyrie Irving. Dallas out of timeouts. Edwards drives and kicks to the corner. Marshall penetrates into the lane. Goes up and... So about a 2.5 difference in the game, and the shot clock. Butler drives into the chest of Irving. And have to foul at some point if they don't get a steal. They're still 17 points out, and they decide not to foul Brandon Williams. They foul Christie.
He has played well tonight, but that's still, he hasn't been in that situation of Max Christie's career to this point.
He hits the
taking it right away.
Again, Golden State out of timeouts. No ability. Maverick coming over in the Doncic trade along with Anthony Davis, and the court pass broken up. A turnover. The Mavs are going to win it against a Warrior team that looked. Vince Curry and Klay Thompson share a moment as Dallas